All right, welcome everyone for the fourth session of Ripplers. Now, today we have a very special person, Shikha, who is going to take us through a fantastic experience on somatic. What it is, I have no clue, and probably we all are eager to hear from you, Shikha. All over to you. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Kapil, for this opportunity, first of all. And thank you, everyone who joined and are ready to experience somatic in this session. So, I'll explain a bit about it just before you enter into the session because otherwise, we don't know now what's happening, what to do, what to follow. So, we will be working on the body in this. We will be tracking our body sensations. I will be guiding throughout the session, and you need to hear and allow yourself to listen and see your body sensations and track them. And then we will also see what emotions come up, where are the sensations, and we will release them by the end of the session. So we will first recognize the sensation and feeling, then we will try to observe them and stay with them for a while. And as you stay, we will also find a resource here. I'll use these words, so I'm telling. So the resource is something which is comforting at the same time. Okay, and the resource will help us release whatever sensations are uncomfortable or not required, but we are holding up on them due to some reason, some emotion, some past incident or memory, or whatever is not required anymore to the body. And somatic believes why somatic is working, and you must have heard ki there is too much somatic happening in 2024. That is because somatic experiencing is founded by Dr. Peter Levine, and it works on all the stored emotions or trauma or memories without talking about it. So that is the best thing about it, that you don't have to tell me your story if you don't want to. If you want to, you can share a brief, but sometimes we don't feel comfortable sharing our story either in a personal session or in a group session, no matter what the setting is. But without you telling this story, it can be released or worked on. So that is why it has become very, very famous lately. And we don't have more than 100, we have less than 50 somatic therapists in India. So the trainers and everyone is coming from, outside India, from Brazil and Tanzania and European countries. So our trainers were, my trainer is from Tanzania. She lives in Brazil. And I have mentioned the book written by her in the group already. Efuneaki is her name. I have done level 1. There are 6 levels. I have done just level 1, but I am amazed and surprised that if level 1 can work that much, I don't know what level 6 can do to me myself itself. Leave others. So, are you guys ready to dig deeper with the practical aspect of it? And I would recommend ki I know you all are coaches and therapists and trainers and all of it. So we have a tendency to compare with whatever we know. So I request you keep that in a separate box at this moment. Just experience it. We can always compare and evaluate later with all, because somatic doesn't say that it has to be done only pure somatic. We always integrate it with other therapies, no matter what other therapy is. So request ki usko side mein rakh ke, let us just experience it as a some meditation session, and then we will come out of it and evaluate. Perfect.
Perfect. All for it.
Yes. Okay. And if there are no sounds around, you can keep yourself unmuted because I can't mute you. Otherwise, mute रख लीजिए अगर. But I don't want you to. Uh, you can. It's ऐसा नहीं है कि your eyes will be closed only. You can keep your eyes open and closed. So you have an option to unmute yourself later also. Don't worry. Okay. Okay. Let us start. I want you to relax, everyone. If you want to drink water and just, sit in a comfortable position, adjust your cameras or your whatever comfort needed. But at the same time, I request that your feet are on the ground. You are sitting on a chair with the support, and your feet is on the ground without the footwear, preferably. Perfect. Yes. Relax your bodies and bring your awareness in this moment. Take a deep inhale and exhale just to relax yourself. As we all relax, you can move a little bit if you want to, just to bring even more comfort. Don't feel that you have to stay stiff like a meditation session. You are allowed to move a little, move your body, but with the reminder of being slow. Slow movements. Be aware of your movements that, okay, my hand is moving, or my leg is moving, or my body is moving, or my neck is moving. For example, right now I am aware that, my fingers are moving or my neck is moving. So that kind of awareness is required. And as we do this, I slowly invite all of you to gently open your eyes. Keep your eyes open. Yes. And as you come to the session and the body is relaxed, on the chair, feet are grounded completely, I request you to orient yourself around the space. So look around the room you're sitting in, observe whatever is there, and just gently look around. Where are you sitting? What is there in the room? Very slowly. And I want to know if you find anything which makes you smile or which relaxes you a little bit more, which brings happiness, or which brings comfort as you see or look at it. It can be anything. Is there anything all of you could figure out which which is comforting, relaxing, gives you a positivity around you? Okay. At the same time, I want you to observe your body. Observe your body sensations. Okay. Is there any feeling, any discomfort or comfort? It can be anything, some sudden restlessness, some tightness in any area, some pain, or any sensation in any part of the body. Loosen yourself up and relax. If you are still not able to connect with your body, take your time. Observe the sensations in your body. We are not in any hurry. You can take your time to track the sensation. It can be anywhere, bringing any feeling, and you are free to share if you want to.
slight pain in my right feet
Pain in the right feet sole,
sole
right?
area.
Yeah. Observe that pain a little longer. Is that okay with you to stay with that pain for a while and just observe it? It might shift, it might radiate. Anyone else observing or not able to observe, please feel free to share where are you in this process.
My eyes are sort of irritating. That's why.
Irritating feeling is coming up. Okay, I want you to observe where do you sense this irritation in your body? Where do you sense this irritation in your body?
It's on the eyelids that I feel right now.
Yes. Is it okay to stay with that irritation for a little longer? Just observe it and see whether it is expanding, shifting.
I can see some sensations in my left leg, little slight pain in the ankle, little bit, and sensations in my hand,
Sensations like tingling sensation or
vibratory sensations.
vibratory sensation. Okay. Stay with that. Stay with both of it. And at the same time, observe if there is any shift as you observe it. Okay. Accept that sensation and just observe that sensation.
I'm feeling calm.
You're feeling calm. And where do you feel this calmness in your body?
My heart is lighter.
Your heart is lighter. Okay, now we all have noted down some sensation, comforting or discomforting, and we know the area. I want you to go deeper into that sensation and observe the size. How how much area is it covering? What shape is it in? You know, what color do you observe of that sensation? Is it spreading? Is it shifting? Is it localized? Everything is okay. Do not stay into understanding mode. Ki, let me understand what is happening. No, we're not understanding. We're just experiencing. Just experience. And as you observe the sensations in your soul or in your leg or in your eyes or in your hand, I want you to remind yourself of the chair you are sitting in and feel the support this chair is giving you. And feel the ground under your feet. At the same time, observe the chair and the support it provides you. While you observe the discomfort which you located or the comfort you located, we will also observe the support. We will also observe the resource around us which helped us to feel calm and happy or brought a smile. And as you stay with this feeling of comfort or the sensation of discomfort, I want you to observe the shift it has by now. Maybe it has expanded. Maybe it has shifted to some other place. Maybe it has reduced a little bit, whatever it has. Maybe you feel like doing some movement just to, because that sensation is calling you to move your leg or, to move your hand or to blink your eye. You are allowed to do that, but with the slow movements. Whatever you want to do, do it with the slow movements. For example, I want to move my hand. So I'll just stretch my hand slowly, not like sudden movement, no jerky movements. I request and invite to please keep your eyes open. Otherwise, we get into the cognitive memories very deeply rather than the sensational part of somatic. As we open our eyes, we suddenly get in touch with the surroundings and the body. But when we close, we go into the cognitive side. So, somatic says that we can focus on the sensations without closing our eyes too. Otherwise, it is very easy to jump into thoughts why I am getting this, how to get rid of this, or why is it there? This was there 6 months back. Why I'm suddenly feeling it again, kind of thing. So we do not.
I've got some additional sensations also.
Uh-huh.
Initial registering of sensations and some additional sensations. Now I'm a bit more
Yeah,
aware of sensations here.
yeah. And as you observe these sensations, feel the shift happening. What did you feel? What change you felt?
It's rising up in the ankle, and
Hmm.
my throat is
Feeling dry,
having, yeah, feeling dry.
correct? Let them flow. Zabina, do you observe any shift or anything?
Yes, when I'm focusing on that, I felt it expanding to the lower lid also. Yes.
Yes. Tanushri?
So you asked us the shape, size, color of that
Hmm?
where I'm feeling, and it is the arch of the right
Mm-hmm.
feet,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like a irregular oval shape kind of a thing,
Mm-hmm.
but little blackish grayish color.
Blackish grayish color. Okay. Okay. Deepika, there was a comfort feeling and calm feeling in your heart. And what did you observe? What happened to that? Is it
I
still the same or is
Yeah,
it expanded?
it expanded. I feel more calmer around. My hands and feet are loosened.
The area is expanded.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I can feel my breath as well.
Yeah.
Deeper
Okay.
breath.
Yes. Now we will once again orient ourselves the way we looked at the room. Stay with the sensation. Whatever the sensations might have shifted, you don't have to control and hold on to the first sensation you shared with me. At this moment, the sensations might be different. And whatever the sensations are, with that, we will orient ourselves once again in the room and look around and see with this discomfort, is there any comfort also at the same time? So you might feel a discomfort in your leg, for example, but at the same time, you might feel a comfort while seeing something. Observe where is this comfort. Then we will merge them so that we will expand the comfort and reduce the discomfort so that we can send the comfort energy there. Okay. Stay with the discomfort sensation in any part, but yet orient yourself around the space. Slowly, gently, and as you observe, feel the sensation in the body. For example, if I look at one thing, the sensation and feeling is different. When I look here, it is different. And hold on to the thing which catches your eye, like you want to stay with that. That is the best thing you want to use as your resource. And then how does that make you feel? And where do you feel that in your body? Where do you feel that comfort in your body? And now you might observe two things at the same time: a feeling of comfort in one area and a feeling of discomfort in another area, right? And I want you to slowly see in the middle. And as you see the comfort, try to expand it a little with the breathe. And as you see a discomfort, accept it and embrace it, that it will slowly be merged with the comfort. When you observe the comfort area, inhale or move or whatever is required to expand it. Listen to your body, listen to your cues. Your body wants to move, you want to stand, you want to spread your arms, you want to move your neck, you want to shake your leg, but slow. Whatever it has to be slow. And again, go back to the point of discomfort and accept it. Okay, I know this is discomforting at this point of time. Again, come back to comfort and expand it so that it reaches till the point of discomfort. How much ever we are okay with the discomfort sensation, it will reduce, it will release from the system. If we are fighting with the hows and whys, we are just making it stuck inside us. I observe some freeze energy, Kapil, with you, where you feel stuck, where you feel suffocated. The internal body is feeling uncomfortable. Okay, I can see it in this area of yours. Okay, so I want to help you with that. I want you to ground your feet. Okay, and at the same time slowly tap. We all can do that. Okay, ground your feet and slowly tap. Slowly, slowly. Kapil, keep your eyes open. Stay with us. Tap at the back of your ear, both sides. Back of the ear, back of your head, at the temple region, around your eyes, in a rotational movement. Are next to your nose. And we will slowly stand while doing it. Stand and shake it off. Shake it off with your legs and with your hands. Shake it off. Yes. Observe the movement your body is doing apart from it also. You can do any movement and still scan the sensations. Tap at your head. Inhale. Go still. Inhale. And exhale through your mouth. Inhale and exhale through your mouth. Inhale. Once again, tap your legs on the ground. Feel that the ground is taking all the energy which you wish to release. Ground is taking all the energy which you want to release. And we will slowly come back. Have our seat. Expand your hands. Stretch your hands wide. Inhale deeply. And relax on the chair for a few seconds. And once again, we will just observe the same sensation which you noticed. What is happening there? For Tanushri, you will notice your soul. Kapil, you will observe your hand and leg. Zavina, you will notice your eyes. Take your time. It will take some time to again go back to the sensation. Deepika, you will observe your heart or anywhere else if you felt throughout the process. Kapil, observe your facial area, all the facial muscles, and breathe into those areas. We will continue breathing into those areas while observing. And I want to know if you notice any change, any shift.
So when you asked to focus a little on the discomfort that's happening, I could feel some strain in the back.
Mhm.
But when I stood and started shaking my legs and hands, I kind of felt goosebumps. And it's as if it's all gone.
Yeah. So when we were releasing
For
it, you
me,
sense that it released.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zabina?
yeah, for me, my left eye seems to be okay, but my right eye still it
Still
is
heavy.
irritating.
Still feel the heaviness. Yes. Kapil?
I can see the pain in the leg has been reduced. However, I have observed little bit of stiffness in the neck.
Mhm.
That has been the
I'll
sorry.
we will
Yeah.
talk about that stiffness in the neck. Yes, Tanushri.
Yes, and this, one second, yeah, stiffness. I too have a feeling here.
Hmm.
I was
Yes.
just neglecting it, but now I
Now
yes.
you can sense it. Yes, that happens in somatic group classes that we resonate with each other. Yes, Tanushri.
I think the pain in the soul is not as I had felt in the beginning. Uh, it, it, I mean, earlier it was like when you asked us to close the eyes, and the first attention went there
Hmm.
at that time. But now, even if I'm trying to put my attention there, I'm not feeling any.
So you feel there is some shift happened. We don't know
Yes,
what where it is.
yes.
Maybe it is gone or it is somewhere else. But at
While
least
we
now.
were tapping our feet, that time I felt it in the heel slightly. Uh, I mean, I have this plantar fasciitis issue, so
Mhm.
it has come to one area, like the arch part. It has accumulated there. So I
Mhm.
was not feeling it releasing. It's been months now, but it was not releasing. Like the whole pain reduced, 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 but there is like the tail is remaining kind of thing in that
Correct.
area. So when I was tapping my feet, I felt it move a little bit towards the heel
Mm.
part.
Got it.
Otherwise, the lateral part of my feet was feeling little, discomfort and achy.
Okay.
That achiness is reduced.
Amazing. Amazing. I'll bring back on the neck. I'll go back to the neck part where Kapil and Zabina felt that. Okay. If generally we don't give prompts, but sometimes because this is new to you, I'll give a prompt. Is there what feeling you feel as you feel that stiffness? Is there a feeling of or fear of judgment you ever carried, or fear of being seen, being that I am seen, I am noticed, someone is observing, or someone might judge? When that happens during the somatic, you will sense it all here. Okay. And now we will release it by knowing that this is a safe space and it is not going anywhere. And no one is judging anyone. And no one is observing anything about anyone. We are just doing it to help each other release our stresses, our emotions, our whatever we are carrying. This is a space of healing. Okay. And as we observe this, I want you to ground yourself once again to the chair which supported you this while, to this online space, virtual space, which made it happen, with the sense of gratitude, with the sense of comfort, with the sense of support of each other, of the chair, of the ground. Let us move further into the session. Okay? Take your time to see how beautifully we met here, how good it is to do something with group of people who are like-minded. Observe the support of the chair throughout the practice, and the support of the ground, and the support of the resources like internet or laptop or mobile, or you know we us being courageous to reach out to each other and having a community, right? And with that note, with that happiness, with that gratitude, with that comfort, let us once again orient ourselves in our space. Let us expand that comfort into our own personal physical spaces wherever you are sitting. Okay. And I want you to see which resource is ready to resonate this energy of comfort, of non judgmental, of having a like minded people, of gratitude. Find something in your room which resonates with this energy of yours, so that whenever you see it, you get to resonate and feed yourself up with the same energy again. Everyone is able to find something in their spaces. I want to know what it is. Kapil showed me his cup.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Wow, what's that, Tanushree?
It's my rain stick.
Oh, wow.
What is that?
Zabina, selfie, that ring light. Okay, Deepika.
There is this beautiful writing on the wall which says, "Knowledge makes one humble." It's kind of resonating to me. And
Yeah.
at the end, let me read it fully because all of us are in the
Yes.
right space. Humility begets worthiness. Worthiness creates wealth and enrichment. Enrichment leads to right conduct. Right conduct brings contentment.
I want you to share that in group.
Awesome. I will.
And I want all of you to share this particular resource which you connected with just now, to share in the group as a picture. Is that okay with all of you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you're having a feeling of comfort and gratitude and safety at the same time, is it right time to stop the somatic practice?
Just wanted to
If
share that
anyone,
I'm experiencing a little bit of pain here. Yeah.
yeah, just so what you need to do is, I want you to, after this session, sit with it and observe that it is slowly going down into the ground. Stand and just observe that it is flowing out of your body. Do little more tapping. That will help you to release it through the process. Yeah, I can stay with you after if otherwise. Okay, no worries. Yeah.
I can see
So
something additional also, which energizes me, this community formation. This is in vision board, the center of the vision board. I'll share the picture of that, how it got formed up.
share that in the group, right? Each one of you, please share your resource in the group. That would be beautiful. It can be more than one resource also. That's fine. Recommended not more than 3, so that your energy is not dispersed. Okay, for that reason, not more than 3. Yes, and that was a somatic session, and thank you all for participating in it. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you
Zabina.
so
Very
much.
chemistry, Kapil.
Thank you for creating this wonderful space, Shikha, for all of us and bringing us together through this conversation. And
That was my pleasure, and I think it's God's grace that I got this opportunity.
we all are blessed to have you part of this.
And anything else, if you have any doubts about the process, if you felt any if you're still holding on to any query, please feel free to ask. Sometimes the process of release continue even after the session,
Mm.
because you have activated and accepted one discomfort. Because you have acknowledged and accepted, it will release, and it will take its own time to release even after the session. Allow the process to complete, but you will observe. If you allow and continue to observe this sensation, you will see that it is releasing and releasing and releasing, and suddenly it is gone. So, Kapil, that's what is happening with you.
Yeah.
So another day, I took a session of somatic for a clinical psychologist in Kolkata. It was an online session. And after the session, I gave her some space because she was a similar space of Kapil, that it was still, she was still feeling it. And a similar thing happened, which happened with us in the session, Kapil, right? I recognized something which she couldn't share or didn't share. And I worked on it, because I don't let my intuition go away. I follow through it. So, and she messaged me after 2 hours that the release just stopped, and she
Mm.
could continue feel that release for next 2 hours, but it was a beautiful process. She didn't anticipate.
Mm.
Just observe that sensation and see what feeling arises, what image comes up, what memory is it bringing. Okay, fine. Okay, I observe this sensation. Okay, I acknowledge this image. Okay, I acknowledge this feeling. And as you continue the process, it will release. Other things are to just help the process. For example, tapping, shaking it off, tapping our feet, and there are many other things. In another session, I had to use ice, because there was so much heat coming out from the client, that even I could feel that heat coming out from my body online itself.
Mm.
So we both had to use ice to release that heat.
Mm.
So we bring the resource, or what needs to be done based on what's showing up with the person. For example, I could feel the freeze energy here. That's why I introduced tapping and shaking off.
One more
If I
thing I observed, just wanted to share that my feet became colder.
Yes,
Yes.
freeze. So when anything freezes, it gets colder, right? So to
Mm.
shake it off and send the blood flow there, we tapped on the floor.
Mm.
Beautiful way, the way you just noticed the sensation and it came to you on this moment, right? So I just noticed the freeze. I didn't know the symptom, but I knew that I need to work on this freeze. I can't leave you in the freeze session, because that can cause harm. You can feel stuck suddenly. When heat is coming up, that means fight energy, anger, aggression. So we brought ice into the play, right? So it depends
So,
on person to person, situation to situation, people to people. Perfect. Couple tapping would help you, and tapping the feet will help you further in
Still
that
doing
field.
it. I'm still doing it.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
have observed another
Yeah,
thing, especially a couple of times when I was talking to the client,
Mhm,
when they were sharing a lot of negative emotions.
mhm.
I kind of get involved a lot. That's what I have felt, and I don't know if that is unusual or whatever. When such negative transfer happens, right, I start yawning.
Mhm. Because yawning is also one way to release. One second.
Tapping हो गया इनका भी. Tapping.
So yawning is also one way of release. Okay. But at the same time, we better not absorb ourselves into that space and let our body absorb that energy. So for that thing also we work uh, to, so I'll tell you how we work in somatic. If in somatic I feel that I'm getting too much into that energy, I'll listen to my body and I might go a little like this. I don't know if you guys notice, I did this once or twice even during the session, that I went a little far. Or I'll do whatever I'm saying. For example, I also did the tapping with you guys
Yeah.
rather than just telling. Right? So that is one way of resonating the release also then. Okay. So Deepika, in your case, what you can do is immediately recognizing that I'm absorbing, immediately take some release. Take a glass of water, take a break and use the restroom, you know, and just a mental note. Okay, I think I'm absorbing a lot. Let me create some space for myself. This has worked beautifully for me, especially the last thing, just mental note and creating a space for myself, because I used to resonate a lot and absorb a lot.
I have to share this because I have gone through that devious phase of, absorbing everything and anything. And that's at one point I stopped going in crowds. I stopped meeting people. Where there are too many people, I don't go. If it is one on one, I'm still very comfortable to. And this was even before like the COVID, even before the pandemic. And after coming back, I used to feel supremely drained out. I used to feel like, why the hell did I even go to this function or event or program? And even if it is a networking event, I would be like, I'll talk to two or three people max, but I'll not go into the crowd completely. And I started feeling like why I'm absorbing so much or why I'm feeling so drained out. This was when I was doing my energy studies also, and my teacher told, you are an empath. You butter up like a sponge, like you just take in everything, and you have not really realized this. So after that, so somatic, as somatic, I didn't know these things, but instinctively there were some things which I did, like you said, no, just going back while my coaching sessions are on these days, very instinctively I just do that. I didn't know this was a part
So
of somatic or
somatic is a part of life. It is
yeah,
not.
I mean, I didn't realize that I was doing this because my body was telling me, but because I just felt like, just step back.
Huh.
And just now when you said, I was like, oh no, I mean, there are some, like in the first two coaching sessions, people are like ready to, as if I'm a therapist or a counselor, and they start, venting out everything. We just say, where is the challenge? And they just start off with a whole barrage of things that
And
this
sometimes
happened in my life.
it's very relatable. Sometimes it can be
Yes,
something very similar or trigger our own some story,
correct.
right?
Yes,
So in that case, we tend to absorb even more. So I have also learned through the process itself that absorbing is not the only way to help them.
true.
In
And
fact, we are
I've
not helping them by that doing that.
That's the reason why I stopped healing, because I don't do energy healing because I can't take it after a particular point. And coaching is much more simpler for me to do it because I know I will put I'll put my boundaries there. In healing, it happens that you just get in completely. And if you are not in completely, then what is the point of healing? So I'll be as good as, doing that
So
whole part
somatic is about healing with the boundaries
with the boundaries. Yes.
and without knowing the story. Because when we
I have been looking out for somatic session. I mean, somatic courses, and last 6 months, and I was very intrigued. Good. I'll get to experience a session today. I mean, I've just joined this group. I think a month back or something, and just this is the very first session for me. I didn't even know what to expect. But I was like happy, somebody saying doing somatic experience. I was like jump in.
So I am doing a course. So that is where I get all this. But yes, somatic is like that's why the name itself is somatic experiencing,
Yes, yes.
because it's all
And
about.
even the exercise where you told that you have to take your attention to that pain and see it shift, even that I have done very instinctively.
Hmm.
I have cervical spondylosis issue. So there are days when the neck just stiffens up. And I mean, the weather changes in Bangalore, the cold increases or anything, and then these muscles get the trigger point, starts triggering off right, left, center. So I had to drive that day, and I was sitting and I couldn't look to my right, I couldn't turn to my right to see who, like if somebody's coming behind. So I was just thinking, like, how to manage now driving. It is like I have a stiff neck. All I can see is the rear view or the side view mirrors, but little bit also if I have to check suddenly if somebody comes and all, I was not able to do. And this inner energy healing, they teach us to take your attention to that part. And that day I was not in that mood, but suddenly instinctively I remembered that thing, and I just thought about it, and I just breathe in that area. I like release it, and it shifted. I didn't realize it shifting also because I started driving after that, and
Correct.
after half the road I happened to look back on my right side and I realized that it's not paining anymore.
That
So
is somatic.
yeah, like
Observing
you
your
said, like it takes
sensations.
time. Sometimes it takes time, but when you suddenly get awareness about your body, you quickly kind of connect with it also, that oh, it's moved from here.
Yes, observe the sensation and then see the shift and feel like, oh my God, okay, it shifted, it
Yes,
reduced,
it was like wow kind of
or
feeling.
expanded. The feeling of comfort we want to expand, right, all the time. So that is also feels beautiful. The
So I
feeling.
wanted to ask you, you told us to think about one comforting thing, right? So I was seeing my rain stick, and there are some crystals that I keep, and like you said, even two resources are fine. So I was not able to make out like which. But the second time when you told, I had this thing that the rain stick is the comforting point. When I thought about it, I suddenly felt like sleepy.
That is also a release. Very beautiful.
Literally, like I wanted to close my eyes. At one point, I closed my eyes when you told, think about the comforting feeling, and I was like, I'm ready to sleep now. Honestly, last 4 or 5 days, my sleep is not like that. I go and sleep at my time,
Hmm.
but this feeling of sleepiness that you feel, no, that was not happening last 4 or 5 days.
Correct. So that is also way of release.
I felt like yawning, but it was like a small yawn, so I was not yawning completely. But you could feel that, like
I
this, you
observed
just like
I observed Deepika's yawning, but it happened. She didn't open her mouth and did that. She did it internally. But
Little bit. Yeah.
one thing I request you all to, when you feel like yawning or burping or farting, we are like in a new age where we don't you know respect all of it. We disrespect all of it. But please, these are some natural ways of the body to
to
release
release.
unnecessary, unwanted air into the system. So I request you all to welcome it. No matter what, there are 13 ways a human body does excretion. Apart from urination and bowel movement, there are
Mm,
total 11 more ways:
yeah.
yawning, farting, burping, sweating, uh,
Crying.
crying, and what else? Sexual energy release, or some
Sneezing.
sneezing, discharge, coughing, something, some material coming out from the nose. You know, so these are all ways of discharge, and we need to regard them for cleaning our system and body. Yes, Kapil, you were sharing something. I thought I should share this on the point of sleep and
Useful.
yawn and all of it.
No, this is useful. I was just telling that I also yawned little bit of yawned
I
within.
welcome all everything in my class.
So this is beautiful. And just curious, one question which is coming to my mind, and I'm curious to know about it. Sometimes when we go into the maybe a focus state of observation or a meditation, we tend to sleep and tend to go into the sleep. And I also heard from a teacher that it was also a kind of a mechanism where you're trying to do the escape route, where
Okay.
something to come as an emotion, but you are actually trying to escape from it. So when you said it is releasing, so I thought I'll just clarify this from you.
Yeah. So what we how we have learned or what we teach, when someone is in denial
Yeah.
of their emotions or
Hmm.
their traumas, or they don't want to work on, or they feel very heavy just because it is on the surface,
Yeah.
the sleep enters.
Hmm. That's a I think that's important. Yeah, denial. Yeah. And
They,
and and amazing thing is you don't even know that you are into denial.
but the beautiful part is 2 minutes
Hmm.
of meditation example, you are focusing on the breath, and that is the meditation you're doing, and you
Hmm.
end up sleeping
Hmm.
because of the denial. But because you slept during the meditation, the
Hmm.
process has started.
Release has happened. Yes, I got
Even
it.
this, even in the sleep, the process has started. Now you continue doing this meditation, you might end up sleeping each time for next 2 months, but you will
Hmm.
feel the shift after 2 months or a month or 15 days or 3 months, and slowly you will be start awake, staying awake, and you will start feeling light, and you will start seeing that your focus is better, whereas you did the meditation for a minute or two and you slept off. But because you slept in that process, the release will start happening. That is what we start with. A lot of people who don't want to acknowledge, or not in a state of accepting, or not in a space of courageous enough that they can work on it.
Yeah.
So we include sleep in their meditation.
Beautiful. All right. Thank you for sharing. Is there anything else from anyone who would like to talk as a final closure for this
So this
wonderful,
has
amazing?
been a great experience. Thank you, Shika.
Thank you,
And
Sika.
I came here not knowing what exactly is this because as I told you, I just read about it and I didn't know how it goes. And it has been a great experience. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It was completely a beautiful experience too. That's why I said, Kapil, ki camera chahiye. We cannot do it off camera.
That's fine.
No, there is an energy of the facilitator and the energy of the participants, and I feel it's very important.
In
Yes.
somatic, we can't work without that because we are
Yes,
not hearing the story part, right? So
true.
that's the reason.
We have to
Yes.
observe also.
Is it okay if we just take a screenshot of this image and post it to the group?
Sure,
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 sure.
please.
All right. All good. I'll just take the screenshot. I'm not sure if it has come. Let me see it. 1 second.
I have also taken a screenshot just
Yeah.
in case.
Beautiful. Yep.
I'll take 1 second. I'll take an image also. Post it directly in the group. Done.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Thank you everyone for being there and holding that space. And thank you, special thanks to
Thank
Shikha,
thank you, Shika.
Thank
creating
you,
the space.
Shikha.
Thank
Thank you,
you all.
Kapil. Thank you so
Thank
Thank
much.
you.
you,
Thank
all
you,
of you.
everyone.
Take care. Bye
Bye.
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 Bye. Say bye, Ajay. Say
Bye.
bye. Say bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye. See ya.
Bye. See you.